Hello, Dr. Smart. The question I'm about to ask might have already been answered, but I just watched 3 videos, so forgive me. In terms of fixed mindset, what is the best way to counteract that when you're a child? Because from what I was listening to, a lot of that develops when you're a child based on the way your parents, teachers, adults around you act, say things, so on and so forth. That's the only question I have. Thank you for listening. I look forward to your input.
Hi, Maddox. Good question. No need to challenge what is working. If our fixed patterns are serving us effectively, and we're getting through traffic in coordination with other people, and traffic is difficult, and it's working for us, there's no need to change it. And if we need to enhance our skills, for instance, we want to save gas mileage so we get a motorcycle, then we would get additional training in order to be safe and know when it's possible to ride a motorcycle depending on weather, etc., and save gas, be effective, and stay safe when we need new skills. Or we enter a new geographic area because we need to take classes at the Farmersville campus versus the Wiley campus. And as such, then we need to drive on rural roads versus on interstate tollways, different skill set affected by weather in different ways. Then we would develop new skills. But no need to challenge what is working as long as it's moving us forward on the Maslow pyramid, and then make intrinsic change on those things that we can leverage against our needs model. Our needs model moves us forward. Our risk model is to avoid moving downwards. Can't always do it. There is no way to avoid risk in life, but it is always the case that growth comes from new experiences. So we need to find where new experiences need to be applied to our life in order to gain those new understandings. Absent of Carl Jung says, absent of randomizing the process, everything absolutely stays the same. Every entity, for instance, every business will continue to operate with the same type of employees, hiring the same archetypal employee personalities until they either realize intrinsically that they need to change or fail. Hence, what Ayn Rand says, the normal business cycle. Nothing wrong with a business going into bankruptcy and going out of business. The government should not save them. They shouldn't petition the government to be saved. That's a normal business cycle that randomizes and allows new entrants into the marketplace. Now, this is not a business class, but the fact is that in your life, absent of an intentional randomization of your experiences, you will live your life the way those experiences likely unfolded with the same type of relationships that you experienced in childhood during your developmental phase, absent of an intentional randomization by oneself. So that intentional randomization could be in experiences. It also could be in relationships. And again, I'm not suggesting that you ghost all your prior relationships, because we all need a supportive circle. You need to rate those relationships, and you need to figure out where it is that we need to enhance our relationship quality, either in support, validation, or encouragement, either with new groups in our Bronfenbrenner circle, or adding new people to our existing groups, at church, mixing with a different group, at school, mixing with a different group, or changing schools, changing churches. These are all decisions that have to be made in order to randomize our relationships, randomize our experiences, Maddox, in order to affect the intrinsic change that we need in order to move up the Maslow pyramid into greater levels of autonomy, agency, and self-determination, without moving downward by blowing up our fixed thinking that has created food, water, shelter, safety, and security and allowed us to get where we are.